In the final moments of his life, 16-year-old Cornelius Fredrick cried out the same desperate words that had echoed through so many tragedies. "I can't breathe." But according to prosecutors, those pleas were ignored. On April 29th, 2020, Cornelius was living at Lakeside Academy, a residential treatment facility in Michigan for teenagers in foster care and other vulnerable youth. Investigators said the incident began over something incredibly small, a piece of bread. According to court records, Cornelius had thrown bread in the cafeteria. Instead of the situation being de-escalated, multiple staff members physically restrained him. One staff member pushed him from his chair to the floor. Another climbed on top of him. Others restrained his legs and his body. For more than 10 minutes, Cornelius was held face down while multiple adults restrained him. During that restraint, witnesses said Cornelius repeatedly cried, "I can't breathe," again and again and again, yet the restraint continued. Eventually, Cornelius stopped responding. His body went limp. But according to prosecutors, emergency medical services weren't called immediately. Instead, approximately another 12 minutes passed before 911 was called. By the time first responders arrived, Cornelius had gone into cardiac arrest. He was rushed to the hospital and placed on life support. 2 days later, on May 1st, 2020, Cornelius Fredrick died. His story is heartbreaking long before restraint ever began. After losing his mother, Cornelius entered the foster care system. Eventually, he was placed at Lakeside Academy, a facility intended to help vulnerable teenagers. Instead, following his death, the facility came under intense scrutiny. State investigators identified numerous violations, and Lakeside Academy was ultimately shut down. Criminal charges followed. Staff members were charged. The nurse was charged. The criminal cases later resulted in plea agreements and substantially reduced sentences compared with the original charges, a result that have left many people, including Cornelius's family and advocates, feeling that justice was never fully served. Cornelius was only 16 years old. He had already endured the loss of his mother. He should have been surrounded by adults whose job was to protect him. Instead, a teenager's life ended after restraint that prosecutors argued should have never happened. No child, no teenager should lose their life while in the care of the very people entrusted to keep them safe. Rest in peace, Cornelius Fredrick. If his story moved you, please share it so his name is never forgotten, and so every child in foster care is treated with dignity, protection, and the care they deserve.